Yeah, right, guys. This is the invasion commentary I did promise a couple of days ago. Would have liked to have got it out a bit earlier than this, but I heard that we're going to be doing a few tweaks to the invasion playlist, so I decided to hold this gameplay back a bit and play it after they've released the patch or whatever it's called, and then gather some opinions on it. And played a couple more games since they've updated invasion, and I have to say I feel it plays significantly better than it did previously, though I didn't really have a problem with it. I mean, as you can see here, the only difference really, is the Spartans, they spawn with DMRs and you don't get a secondary weapon, whereas now I think because of this situation that keeps arising here for the elites, they'll spawn and they'll basically charge down the middle, and any decent team can take out one elite at any given time with the amount of DMR fire that's coming at them, and they have no long range weapons to fight back other than, I think there's a couple needle rifles there as you're sitting there. Suppose you could say it's a bit of a disadvantage, but I don't know, I somewhat preferred that. I liked the fact that it was a challenge to get up to the top, because I mean, if you work well as a team, the other side of it is you've only got, I think it's 20 seconds or something to take down the timer or territory or whatever it's called for the elites to push on and gain the spawn in this this building here. I never really had a problem myself, because the one tactic I'd always do, and I suppose it's probably still a good suggestion now, is go around the right, use your active camo and be as slow as possible. Obviously at the start, if you spawn out in the middle, everyone's going to see you and start shooting at you, but a good little tactic is just to back up, go back to the buildings at the back, and then from there basically try and edge your way to the right, because around the right you've got plenty of cover. There's no way they can really put any shots on you, the Spartans. And sorry about this, is a bit of a host migration. Yeah, if you go around the right, you can be pretty much covered from all kinds of angles, and you can get a sneak on them. You can either go straight underneath and pass through to this side here, or you can go back underneath and through the stairwell, or go back through to the other stairwell on the far right. I have to say though, I played Invasion probably about 5 hours, 6 hours, something like that, and considering it's only one map, and this is one thing that's really impressed me about this beta, is that I've played probably about a good 200 games almost now and you think about it, there's only 3 maps, and I haven't at all got bored of it. I don't know, I just think the Halo system and franchise has always for me held a special place in my heart, and I can never get bored of the way this game plays, the way it feels, just everything about it I absolutely love. Here's a good little tip here, by the way. If the elites manage to take this base, try and hang around here, because they'll be spawning upon here, and obviously the more you hang around here and the more you hold your own around here, you stop them pushing forward, you concentrate, they'll concentrate their fire on you to try and make sure they spawn safe every single time. So if you hang around here as well, another little tactic, as you can see here, they've got 2 weapon drops both sides of their base. If you take, I tend to always make sure I take the plasma launcher, because that can be the most effective, because you get a Warthog, I think, at the start of the second phase in Invasion on the Spartan side, and this weapon can really tear up Warthogs and take out, it basically can take out your whole team. I got incredibly lucky there, I missed completely and managed to get the wall. As he jumped down, I just got a one shot into him. But yeah, as I say, if you always make sure you try and stay there for as long as possible, try and hold down an area. There's one little thing you want to make sure you don't do though, is I think I do a bit later, one of my teammates, he stays back, and obviously as you know you can spawn on people battlefield style in this. I'm not sure whether it is this game, but there's been many a time where I've chose to spawn on my teammate, and through spawning there I've effectively spawned, yeah, this is it, yeah, I've effectively now spawned in their spawn. And this can be good, but it also can be very, very hazardous, because as you know, look, as you can see there, look, he's just spawned straight away. He's had the drop on me because obviously I was paying attention to what's going on where I should be. It can be a decent tactic to do, to obviously to hold that area. I mean, if you've got a decent amount of players there, it could be a decent tactic, as I say, but you've got to be very wary. I think though for the final release of this, they may have to tone down the amount of weapons the Spartans get available, because I mean, not only do you get 2 rocket launchers, 2 sniper rifles, a Spartan laser, and I think it's an extra DMR. You also can get a Scorpion and a Warthog, and I think the Warthog's pretty generous in the amount of times it respawns, and I think the Scorpion is as well. And I don't know, I mean, it may be just a small little gripe, but I found that it can be a bit unfair at times with the Scorpion. Whether it's just me, I don't know. But if you get a decent player with the Scorpion, you can pretty much tear up the other team. But I suppose that does counteract with the fact that now I've noticed that they're a lot easier to hijack their vehicles. It's a bit of a fail here. My friend Matt on the other team, I snipe him, I completely lose track of him, and the next time I see him he's within a foot of me and I end up shooting him straight in the face. One thing I've got to add as well to this is that Spartan vs Elites, there's also going to be another game type coming out in a couple of days, I think called Generator Defense or Network Test or whatever it's being billed as. One thing that I've noticed massively, obviously there's key differences now between Elites and Spartans, and if you've been playing Halo for as long as I have, obviously I've been playing it now since Halo Combat Evolved, you pretty much know the duration of the shields off by heart. You know when someone's going to be half shields, you know how long they're going to be recharging for. And the one thing that always puts me off, I don't know if it puts me off or I don't know what the word is, catches me off guard, so to speak, is the elite shield recharge rate. There'll be many a time, and I know you shouldn't chase your kills anyway, there'll be many a time in this where I'll be fighting someone. Look at that. See, that's what I'm saying about earlier, is that if you're gonna spawn behind enemy lines, you really have to pay attention to your other teammates' position, because you can have examples of that happening to you, and you can't really blame the spawn system for that. That's your own fault. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't know, what was I saying? I've just completely lost my chain of thought. That was it. Shields. You're not really supposed to chase people anyway after you've took them no shields. Say if there was a duck behind a wall or run off, you're pretty much putting yourself out there to get killed, because a fairly average to decent Halo player will just grenade the door that you come through and kill you anyway. But say, for instance, you're against a below average Halo player, you take your shields down as a Spartan, you pretty much know you go around the corner, if you've got half shields to full shields, you know one shot, you've got the advantage, you will take him out. Elites, for instance, it's a lot different. Their shield recharge rate and health recharge rate is, well, a lot faster. Obviously, Spartans don't recharge health, so they've always got that disadvantage against the Elites. And I've noticed a lot of times when I've gone after them, I've come out on the losing end of a sword or or another weapon, overestimating, or should I say underestimating, their recharge rate of the shields. This gameplay's coming to an end now. I get a pretty, well, I suppose you couldn't really call it decent, but I get a pretty lucky kill-tacular there with the tank to round the gameplay off. I've got a few more commentaries coming out in a couple of days. I have been working on a montage. It's a bit of slow progress. If I can't get it out before the beta finishes, I'll just save the clips and put out, I suppose, a mini-tage, I suppose, whatever you call it. But yeah, let me know what you think about these commentaries, what you'd like to see more of, and I'll speak to you all soon.